Have you ever just looked around and felt like there's some kind of hidden order to things, almost like a secret code written into the world around us, from the tiniest flower all the way up to a massive galaxy? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain on that exact code. I mean, you've seen it, right? You look at the head of a sunflower and see those perfect spirals in the seeds, or the intricate pattern on a pine cone, even the way the arms of a galaxy swirl out into space. It's not random, not at all. There's a beautiful mathematical pattern connecting all of them. And that pattern, that secret code, that's what we're going to dig into. It all comes from a surprisingly simple set of numbers.
Okay, let's get right into it. We're talking about something called the Fibonacci series. And I'm telling you, once you get what this is, you are going to start seeing it absolutely everywhere. It's kind of like getting a new pair of glasses.
So, how do we unlock this thing? Well, you might be a little shocked by just how simple and, honestly, how elegant the rule behind it really is.
The rule is just incredibly simple. You just take the last two numbers and add them together to get the next one. That's it. So you start with 0 and 1. Add them up, you get 1. Now our last two numbers are 1 and 1. Add those, you get 2. Then 1 plus 2 gives you 3. 2 plus 3 gives you 5, and you can just keep going forever.
And this is what you end up with. A string of numbers that looks pretty basic on the surface. But please, don't let that fool you. These numbers hold the key to patterns that have just obsessed scientists, mathematicians, and artists for centuries. Now, for anyone who loves the formal language of math, here you go. The formula looks like this. F of n equals f of n minus 1 plus f of n minus 2. It looks complicated, but it's just a fancy way of saying exactly what we just did. A number is the sum of the two before it, as long as you start with 0 and 1. And here's a little bit of history for you. This whole thing was brought to the Western world way back in 1202. The guy responsible was an Italian mathematician, Leonardo of Pisa, but everybody knew him by his nickname, Fibonacci. All right. Now for the part that's going to blow your mind. Let's connect these numbers, which seem kind of abstract, to the real physical world that's all around us.
Think about flowers, like a lily. Count the petals. It's often a Fibonacci number. Go pick up a pine cone. You'll see two sets of spirals going in opposite directions. And the number of spirals in each set, Fibonacci numbers. But it gets so much bigger. The way trees branch out, the arms of spiral galaxies, the very shape of hurricanes. It's even in the spiral of our own DNA. From the Great Pyramids to drawings by Da Vinci, this code is literally hiding in plain sight.
So, the huge question is, why, right? Why this specific pattern? Well, the answer reveals a whole other layer of mathematical magic. It connects us to one of the most famous numbers in all of art and nature.
Okay, check this out. Let's do a little experiment. If you take any number in the sequence and divide it by the one right before it. Let's say 8 divided by 5. You get 1.6. All right, let's move up the chain. How about 13 divided by 8? Now we get 1.625. Are you starting to see what's happening here? Let's do it again, but even further down the line. 21 divided by 13 is about 1.615. The higher up we go in the sequence, the more this ratio starts to settle down, getting closer and closer to one specific incredible number. And that number is approximately 1.618. This is phi, but it's better known as the golden ratio. It's a number that, for whatever reason, our brains perceive as beautiful and perfectly balanced. So this simple sequence, it doesn't just describe a pine cone. It actually generates the mathematical blueprint for beauty itself. So, you see, this isn't just some dusty old math curiosity. The Fibonacci sequence and its deep connection to the golden ratio, they create a kind of universal blueprint that is still incredibly relevant and powerful today. And this blueprint has some amazingly practical uses. In nature, it helps plants arrange their leaves to get the most possible sunlight. In our digital world, computer scientists actually use Fibonacci-based logic to build efficient algorithms. And of course, for artists and designers, it's a timeless guide for creating things that just feel right, things that feel balanced and harmonious. So the secret's out. The Fibonacci sequence is nature's hidden blueprint, this incredible pattern that's woven into everything from classic art to our own DNA. Now that you know the code, now that you know how to look for it,
The only question left is, where are you going to see it next?